Hey folks, your OS Reviews. You're watching our video review of the Foscam FI9900P. This is a 1080p HD resolution IP Wi-Fi camera that is meant for outdoor usage. It includes a mounting bracket for you to attach. It's also a weatherproof camera and allows you to check up what's happening around your house or around a building for an office on your Android or iOS smartphone, in addition to any computer, Mac, or PC. It sells through Foscam's website as well as on Amazon for $150, so it's on the moderate side of the spectrum, not too expensive, not too cheap, and also offers infrared light so you can see it at night. The actual vision is up to 65 feet, and the wide-angle lens is going to be great in terms of seeing the entire surroundings, and this model will also send you live notifications if motion has been detected. At $150, the price also includes lifetime support and step-by-step guide for installation. You can simply call a customer support rep and they will walk you through the process. Taking a look at the box here, a pretty clean presentation. It also supports HDR directly, and it seems to be pretty simple and straightforward in terms of setting things up. On the back, there's a QR code you can scan to learn more about the Foscam cameras in general. They offer a wide selection of different models. So here we have the antenna, the aforementioned mounting brackets, a proprietary AC adapter, a Ethernet cable in case you don't want to use Wi-Fi, and there's also a CD-ROM for installing a software on your computer, Mac, or PC if you want to monitor things that way. There's also that card for you to use step-by-step installation, as well as a QR code on the Quick Start guide that tells you what place you need to visit to install the application on your phone. Taking a look at the design of this IP camera, it definitely feels substantial in the hand. It's crafted out of a single chunk of aluminum that's quite hefty and gives you a reassuring feel. It's definitely going to be weather resistant. Even if it rains or hails or even snows, it should withstand all those extreme weather conditions. You have access to the Foscam logo embedded onto the aluminum, and the actual camera lens is slightly shielded for added protection. You can see around the lens there's access to the infrared lights, which allows the unit to see pretty well under darker environments, although your captured images and videos will then be in black and white. There's also a tempered glass which is protecting the lens in general for an added reassuring feel. On the bottom, there's access to a QR code that you can scan to connect your phone onto this IP camera, and on the back there's also a foam padding that also prevents your wall from getting damaged during the installation process of mounting it on, and the cable length seems quite reasonable. Simply would set it up by plugging it into a DC power cable. So taking a quick look at the application, it's actually very simple to set up. Basically, you open it up and it prompts you to create a first login account. After you do that, you can add a camera by scanning the QR code in the bottom of your device. You can also add multiple cameras onto one account. So by tap a camera, add one, it tells me to scan the QR code on my device and then enter my Wi-Fi password. And after about 30 seconds, it should be paired up and connected. The device itself is also pretty sensitive when it comes to motion detection. If something happens to actually occur on screen, it gives you a live notification on screen. You can also take an image after motion has been detected to take a look at what's happening around your house. So I can take a look at my cameras, public cameras, as well as about for any updating of firmwares. That's pretty intuitive. I can also name the camera up top. When it comes to reception, the Wi-Fi seems to be pretty speedy. The reaction speed between something that's happening on camera to what's happening on screen to my device on my phone is also pretty instantaneous. There's going to be a slight amount of delay, again, as with most IP cameras in general, but this one seems to do pretty well. So for example, if I wave my hand around the camera lens, you can see that there's going to be that slight delay. And you hear that beep there, that meant that motion has been detected and an image has been automatically taken because the camera believes that someone might be trying to get into the house or whatnot. As you can see here, the colors are vibrant, they're well saturated, and they are generally in focus. The angle of the lens is actually not as wide as I originally thought it would be. In fact, compared to some cameras are 170 degrees, this one seems to be a bit limited in scope. But other than that, the actual resolution of the image seems to be quite nice. At night, you have the infrared mode that works decently as well. You can still see your environments. It's nicely lit, but again, it's a monochrome black and white. I can change the screen orientation, and there's some other things that I can change down below here. This corresponds to the volume. I can change to have the camera record sound or to turn off sound. I can capture an image, record some video, play it back into slight loop, change between night and day settings automatically. Under settings, I can do more details or learn more details about the connection of my camera, basic info about my camera, the camera's time, the end date stamp that I can change, the alert settings, the HDR mode that I can turn on or off, as well as firmware updates, which you can download and then push over automatically onto the camera. Now, one limitation of this particular Foscam IP camera and a lot of models out there in general is that there isn't a backup battery. So let's say a burglar comes and cuts the cord or unplugs your camera from the wall, then basically you're out of luck. It also doesn't seem to be very accurate in terms of sending you a notification if power has been turned off. So it's very good in terms of motion detection, but it's not great if, again, someone at the end of the day, although the Foscam FI9900P IP camera is not the most affordable outdoor IP camera we've seen, it offers an extremely rugged construction quality and great customer support. You're also purchasing this for the added service, the protection, and the warranty, as opposed to some cheaper alternatives that are basically going to give you the camera and nothing else. The software also works flawlessly and is a huge step above more generic Wi-Fi IP cameras we've seen that are also more affordable, but again, don't perform nearly as well. The resolution of the camera here is great, and the construction quality again is quite top-notch. To learn more information about this unit, be sure to read our full written review. This has been our video. Thanks for watching Cure OS.